Welcome to the stream. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Braithorn. How the heck are we doing this evening? Still figuring out my lower mic positioning rather than upper mic positioning, which is, I don't know, it's all right. It's very different. It's in the way of my mouse. I need to refigure this out, but I just needed this so that I could do stuff like, actually I should fix this right now. Let's see about doing that in a second. How is everybody doing this evening? Welcome to the stream. I just keep changing things. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, I just want to get this on the screen before I... There's that. There. Huh? Hey. No. There. Okay, and that. All right. Let me fix this now. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this so that I wouldn't have a microphone coming in from nowhere. I guess I can just go all the way across. But now I can do this. I can get my camera and do that. What is causing that to happen? Well, whatever, it's happening. And that looks pretty cool, I think. Instead of having a microphone arm that just like ends abruptly in midair, yeah, this is a lot better, I think. Except there's this right here. So there's a little bit of a flaw in my green screen, I guess. But it'll do. It'll do for now. Okay, so hi everybody. Observer of Thoughts, what's going on? Warrior Sailor, what's up? How you doing, Night Nerds? I'm doing good. I think everyone else is doing pretty good. Let's go back to main screen thing. Good afternoon, Bray. How are things going? Pretty good, pretty good. Just lots of change happening on my end here. I was hoping you were coming on, going to Micro Center Saturday. Interesting Jersey life. We'll talk about that. Is it close to you, or are you making a road trip? Because we'll talk about why you might want to postpone that a little bit. Almost back to normal after the storm. Glad to hear that, Warrior Sailor. I know a few of you guys were in the path of the storm, and I was concerned about that. Especially seeing how things went with that. Barutu says first. Indeed you were. Congrats. Steve, how's it going? Welcome. Sailor X, welcome in. I was reading about your oil change situation while Starting Soon was happening, and that's yeesh. Sorry to hear about that. Good thing you had that hybrid aspect of your vehicle. You could still make your way home. Really think I 3 whole days where it was warm. The Lord spoils us. Yeah, we get a lot of those days in Texas. A lot. Yo, Igor! Look at that tier 3 sub. Strong tier 3. 11 months, almost a year. What's up? Welcome. Oh, 20 minutes away. Okay, Jersey Life. So you're probably in the Jersey, near the Jersey Micro Center, right? I'm guessing. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. And Igor gifting 2 tier 1 subs. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you very much. That's tier 1 sub for Silent J31 and Banshee Boys 78. Good old Banshee Boys. Okay, I got to catch up with chat on YouTube side. Muppets. What's up, Dave Odell? How's it going? Alice, welcome. How are you doing? I know you were in the path of the storm too. Lights, internet, and cell phone all back on. Yeah, that's great to hear. And most of all, I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, Milton. Yep. Our weather may be cold and dull, but at least it doesn't try to unalive us. That's very true. Got your mic time. It's upside down. That's right, Robert. It's just for this effect right here. We don't want a random microphone arm just going off into the ether over here. So this makes it look a lot more. As long as I fix this right here with the green screen before the next stream, then it'll look really nice and kind of a cool look for taking a look at stuff, because we get to I'm signed out. That's great. That's good. I'll have to fix that. All right, gotta do that now. No, that. Okay. Signed in, and signed. Let's just refresh that. Okay. What was I saying? But by the way, one of my goals is to get back to using Motion Studio. For those of you who have been here for a long time, you remember how cool that was? And I just didn't have the setup for it anymore. Now I'm gonna. And it's gonna be even better than ever, actually. Apocalyptic, what's up? How's it going? And of course, Robert, hello. A magic mic comment there is why I changed the screen in the first place. Observer Thoughts, good evening on both ends. Thank you for watching on both Twitch and YouTube. For anyone who wants to support what I'm doing for free, and you're on a device where you can have multiple tabs open at once, you can watch both on Twitch and YouTube and just mute the tab, as in right click on the tab and click mute site for whichever one you don't want to listen to, so that you're watching the one that's synced up with the audio. You know, either way, or you can, I guess, mute it in the stream. But then for Twitch, I don't think they count the view that way. I don't know what Twitch has done about that. That's a long time ago kind of thing. Iron says, order 2 of the hero PCs for your video for some family. Thanks for the video. That is excellent. Congrats. Oh, man. That's awesome. I wish TJ could see that. That system is like his pride and joy right now, because he worked his butt off as a boutique builder to be able to do a system for $1,000 with those specs. Like, that's not easy for a boutique builder in any way. Plus, you can have one of those systems be a little better than the other if maybe one of those friends or family is closer to you. Because you have those options to do that. Anyone know where to get a good wood PC desk? All right, AZ. Well, I'll tell you this. Generally, you can just get a base, like a sit-stand desk base for $150 or something like that, and then get yourself a butcher block countertop from Lowe's or Home Depot. That's it. And it looks like a desk that'll cost $1,000, but it'll cost you like $300 or so, depending on the price of the wood countertop piece that you get. But there are plenty of sit-stand desk bases that are expandable in width, so up to like 80-inch desks. So really, sky is the limit. You just want to make sure you get a desk that is a base that is able to support the weight of both that heavy wood countertop plus the computer that you're going to have on it and stuff. Actually, it's better that way. I always wondered why Magic Mike was coming in from outer space. Well, that's because it's a top-down thing. It keeps it off the desk. See, right now I'm trying to figure out, because it's on a low profile. This mic arm from AverMedia is awesome. You can have it in both standard mode or low profile mode, and I have it in low profile mode now, and it's kind of in the way of my mouse now, which is a pet peeve of mine, and why I didn't use a low profile mic arm anymore like I used to. But for green screening, you kind of need it. Yo, Jersey Life, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. 3 months. Look at you. Now you got yourself power, wisdom, and courage. Thank you very much. What's up, Broga? How's it going? I too am 20 minutes away from New Jersey Micro Center, right next to a Lowe's. Hey, how about that? What's up, Triple B? How's it going? What's up, Bray and friends? How's everything? Did you catch the latest Gamers Nexus King case bid? Yes, I did. And it is unfortunate that it's not that amazing at thermals, and that the King 95 is better for thermals. That is unfortunate. But it still did okay. Like, they were still like, hey, if you like it, go ahead and get it. They weren't like, they said straight up, we don't hate this. That's pretty good praise from Gamers Nexus. They said the same thing about the Height Y60, which did not have the best thermals. But they were like, we like it because it's innovative. No problem, AZ. That's it's honestly a good move to do. I didn't do it that way because I did get this desk from FlexiSpot, and then they sent me the bamboo countertop desktop, which is like this thick, but actually quite strong. It's just I might have to swap for something that is a butcher block top because of the system that I have holding up all my monitors and my lights and my camera and stuff. It's just 2 bars with a bar going across that just sits on the back, and it's tilting forward because of the weight of the monitors. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Maybe just put a brace under there. Riley West, how's it going? Tiger Lily, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, I think I did it right. If you did the Prime sub, then absolutely, yeah. Look at that full Triforce you got there. I do appreciate you very much. And yeah, you know, I'm checking out my stream right now. It's looking pretty good. It looks pretty good. I love the reflection of my fill light, my purple fill light on the microphone. Although it looks like there's a dent right here, there's not. That's just because I have that light and then this light and yeah, all kinds of lights. Anyway. How many monitors do you run at one time? Well, normally I run 3 actual monitors plus the Elgato prompter, which I'm looking into right now, which is actually, it's the best thing for streamers. If you want to have your chat here, you can. I just have it off to the side here so you guys will know when I'm, although I could read Twitch chat in there because it's like, it's right there. I see it on the, but I do a full preview into the Elgato prompter, which I have usually set up as just like a monitor. And or you can have Twitch chat going into there. I don't think they have it for YouTube though, so I'm like, I'd rather have what my stream looks like, and I'm looking into my own eyes as I'm talking, which is kind of weird. But it's fine. So 3 monitors plus the Elgato prompter, but right now I have only 2 monitors plus a prompter because I've been reworking my desk, reworking this whole space. And the key term there is work. Holy crap. I have so many wires. So many wires. Too many wires. Oh, submitting the form. Okay, sick. What's up, Riley West? How's it going? You can buy the legs from FlexiSpot. That's, yeah, pretty much. The E7 Pro Plus is what I'm using. Brent Brown, how's it going? I like the green screen, but I also like seeing all your PC hardware and lights in the background. Yeah, and honestly, that's what you'll see whenever I'm doing an unboxing or something. But for this, I needed a green screen for video production for a project I've been working on for a very long time. And I've been tweaking that green screen and trying to get it good enough because I filmed a bunch of stuff and I went in and realized it was not good enough. It was just not good enough. I didn't have a rim light like I do now, which really helps separate you from the background. There was a lot I didn't have set up properly. It looked okay in filming, but when you get into post-production and you're trying to chroma key out the green, it wasn't working all that great. So I'm still working on that, but it's a process. Enco 2539, are you familiar with the Slate 8 mesh gaming desk? Okay, they're gonna have a variety of those. They'll have like a few, it changes, and I don't have them memorized. If you're looking for help on a PC, please take a look in the description of the YouTube stream and click the link there, fill out the form, get yourself on the list I'm looking at right now so that I can help you out. Because one person has already done so in Twitch chat, and the more people do it, the longer your wait will be, but that's kind of just how that goes. But regardless, oh, it looks like we had several people join over the last few days. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, we had like 3 people join over 4 people joined before, and then Jersey Life just joined today. So let's talk about what happened to that. What the heck happened to that window where I had? Okay. There we go. I got it. Okay. So, yo, what's up, Angry Beaver? How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, that is a pretty sick reflex ion. Yes, it's a good reflection. What's up, Sellout? How's it going? For April Fool's Day, you should wear a green shirt to start the stream. It's been done. That kind of stuff has been done before, but it remains funny. What refresh do you run all the monitors? Well, my 4K central monitor is 144 hertz, so I run 144 hertz. And my 2 side 1080p monitors in vertical mode that I usually run, even though it's just one right now, I run the 75 hertz that they come with. But those are just 27-inch 1080p monitors. I kind of like them being that lower resolution because then everything is really big there. It's easier to read chat, stuff like that, although you can just scale things. It was cheaper. That's why I bought the pair of them. Whenever I can say other stuff, I guess, but that's the truth. But here, let me show you guys. For everybody submitting the form right now, pay attention, please. All right? For everybody submitting the form right now. This is why I'm going to recommend most of y'all wait. Because it is currently the 15th of October. The new Intel lineup launches on the 24th. Less than 10 days. 9 days away. Almost 8 days away because it is late on the 15th right now. That's like, there's nothing... No one's gonna like smack you upside the head for buying something right before the new stuff comes out, but you might do that to yourself because not just the fact that like, oh, this might be better for my particular use case or whatever, but also because previous gen stuff gets cheaper, and we're 9 days away. Just something to consider very thoroughly. Really think about this because this is an exciting generation coming out, an exciting family of processors, in my opinion, coming out from Intel. Okay, why? Well, around, it says greater than 15% multi-thread performance increase. All right, and up to 58% lower package power. So now that's multi-threaded performance. That's going to be productivity. Other tasks other than gaming. Gaming, they say, is going to be about the same as a 14900K, but at around half the power and way less heat. That is a huge, if true, it is a huge improvement, if true. Remember, this is coming directly from Intel. We need third-party reviews, so that's what we're going to need to get. So, as you can imagine, anyone who's not just wanting to do gaming, this is probably going to be the go-to. No kidding. No kidding. Like an easy choice again. Like 12th gen kind of was, you know, 5800X 3D for gaming and 12900K for video editing is what the meta was, right? Once that came out. And that's what they're working towards again, but it's going to run cooler. Finally. What other infographic was there? NPUs, blah, 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 whatever. AI nonsense. It's nothing, but like this right here. But they're straight up saying, Intel is telling us directly, hey, We're focusing on efficiency this time around. They're doing things like getting rid of hyper-threading, which at first I was hesitant about, but apparently it helps a lot with latency. Awesome. They're going with an actual chiplet design, though it looks different from the way AMD does it, rightfully so. It's not a monolithic die anymore. And that then shifted the hotspot of the CPU up, but to make sure that LGA 1700 compatible coolers would be compatible with LGA 1851. It is a new motherboard, a new socket. But still get the optimal cooling. They shifted the socket down so that the hotspot is better towards the center of the cold plate of a cooler that you mount to it. Like it's a well thought out generation by all appearances. And we're 9 days away from that launch. Are these going to have new E-cores? Yes. So I watched Der Bauer's video, and he speculated something about the next gen E-cores being as powerful as 12th gen P-cores. I don't think that it's necessarily going to, that might be an overestimation. But that's going to happen. I mean, that's a couple generations back. That should be how it works, right? We'll see. Brady have a Halloween costume? No, not yet. Been too stressed lately to think about fun stuff, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. Yo, Short Game, what's up? How's it going? Core Ultra Mobile. Interesting. Not mobile. This is desktop. Wait, is this... No, this is their... Is this their mobile? No, on October 10th, they launched their... Oh, Arrow Lake S. AI PCs. They joined the Lunar Lake processors, which are the mobile ones. Desktop processors, 200S. That's what it is. So don't confuse me. This is clearly, by appearances, a desktop processor. Why did I even let that confuse me? Less heat, so no more 360 millimeters AIO in the future. Oh no, you can still use that and then just benefit from the better performance and longevity. I would fill out the form, but it's more than a month. I'm trying to wait a little bit longer till Black Friday so I can save money on the PC. Enko, that's totally fine. And you know what? That means either you looked at the form and you paid attention when it says, hey, if it's more than a month, you should not submit this form. Thank you. Thank you for paying attention. If that's what happened, I appreciate that. Or you just didn't even look at it because you're like, I'm not ready yet. Still, good move. A lot's going to change the next month, let me tell you, because we're not just looking at this. We're potentially looking at 9800X3D launching. It's becoming less and less likely that it's launching in late October. What we're probably going to get is the announcement right before the 24th. How much do y'all want to bet? How much? How much do we want to bet on that? 12 gen P cores are freaking fast. They are. Yeah. So far, 9800X3D is not looking like a big jump from 7800X3D. No, it's not going to be. It was the same thing with 7800X3D. That was, well, the 700X3D was not a ton over the 5800X3D. It wasn't a huge generational leap. It was a solid one, but not crazy. But it's just going to mean that it's the thing to get anyway. It's just not, if you have a 7800X3D, you're fine. This, guys, this is exactly what, hello, is this not, there we go. This is exactly what I told y'all. I said the 7800X3D is going to be viable for a long time. So if you buy it, you don't have to worry about feeling bad about that purchase. And this is playing right into my plans. I lost the plot on that one. Yeah. What's up, Sick PCs? How's it going? It's just unfortunate that they put the kibosh on the 7800 on production, I guess, of 7800X3Ds. They're not going to get slower just because something new comes out. It could be a good budget option for people, but they don't want people buying the budget option. They want people buying, AMD wants people buying the new hotness because they're going to be able to sell it without discounts on it because it's not going to be a year and a half old. Yep, you read the form. Thank you for reading the form and paying attention. I appreciate that, Enko. You can still feel free to hang out, and I'm going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff that does pertain to you because you're going to be buying a PC. How much you want to bet that once AMD heard Intel say the new CPUs are slower than X3D, they slapped an extra $100 onto MSRP? I don't think they're going to do that. Mostly because if you look at some of the pricing, the i7 equivalent, okay, the Core Ultra 7, is a little cheaper than the 14700K was at MSRP, as Igor pointed out last stream. So they still want to compete. That would just be $100 of fluff. It would not do anything for them. But then again, AMD's made some interesting decisions in the past, haven't they? Haven't you, AMD? Not in the NVIDIA kind of way, like where they raised the price of the 3080 Ti by like $200 backstage right before going on there, Jensen. That's been corroborated by multiple people. And he just changed the price right there. He's like, let's make it $11.99 because we can, or whatever price they made it. Wasn't it $11.99? I don't even remember that card, the original MSRP. Oh my goodness. Sick PCs, how you doing though? How's it going? Reading is for suckers. Guess I'm a sucker. I love reading. Men in Black 2, I drive the new hotness. That's where I pull that from. Now, an 800 X3D is a niche product. It'll be around $420 to $450. X3D used to be a niche product. It's not a niche product anymore. It's not a niche product anymore when you have the launch of 9000 series and everyone's just like, I'll just wait for 3D Vcache. I'll wait for X3D. That is not niche. That becomes your main product. The smart thing for AMD to do is to lean on 3D Vcache because it's their trump card and be like, that's not our niche product. That's our main product now. I don't think they should have non-3D Vcache chips. I think they should lean into 3D Vcache and make it better for multi-purpose applications. That's what they should do. They have the tech. They can just, except for the most budget of budget CPU, but I mean, think about the 9600 X3D right out of the gate. Imagine that. Dodger Dog, what's up? How's it going? Do some work in the custom builder tonight with the gang. Sweet. What's up, gang? How's it going, everybody? How the heck are you? I want to believe they won't abuse their place as market leader for gaming CPUs, but I feel like the new 9800 X3D is going to come in high. It tends to, but then it'll drop. Unlaunch the 4080 12 gig. Love that. What's up, Joel and True? How's it going? Most likely 450. Yeah, pretty much. People buying a $450 CPU is a small market. Not really. Okay, I'll show you. Let's go to the responses and look at the budgets. Okay, look at this. This right here, this half right here is actually, no, look, only these two are 1500 or under. Less than $1,000, 1500. The rest of this is 2000 and up. These are all the people who submit the forms. Look at how many of these people can afford to put a $450 CPU in their PC if they know it's the best one for gaming. That is 2/3. Take this out. This is about a third. A little bit more than a third, excuse me. 21.7% plus 15.4%, about 35%. 33.333333% would be a third. This is above that. This is about 36% right here, or under $1,500 or around. The rest could all put in a 9800 X3D. So whether this is not necessarily reflective of the entire market. This is my audience. This is you guys. And it's not even my entire audience. This is the audience that comes to the streams and submits the form. But this is out of 429 responses. That's 4 times plus what they ask people, the number of people that they survey at Family Feud, okay? That's science. 700 X3D is more than 450 right now. They're not going to undercut their last gen stuff. It's not that, Riley, a lot of that pricing you're seeing is people price gouging because you can't get it anywhere. That thing got down to like 350, 325. And besides, that price is like those scalpers or third-party sellers, I guess. They're going to, those prices are going to drop after 9800 X3D comes out. Soldier Boy, I agree. It is fundamental. Sorry to make cause confusion. I just saw the mobile when scrolling. Didn't know they were as doing mobile version as well. Well, I mean, Lunar Lake, yeah. It's my first time actually getting a gaming PC, so I got to do lots of research because most PCs have mixed reviews. I don't know which one to get. Most PCs have mixed reviews. Are you just looking at, well, don't just look at like Amazon or like, that's where you're going to, I don't usually recommend going to third-party retailers. My messaging has been usually to go with directly to the system integrator. That's been my messaging. Go direct to the, if you go to, let's say Sick PCs is hanging out over in Twitch chat. Let's say you go to bestbuy.com and or you amazon.com or whatever, you see Sick PCs there. It's not like they don't still get money if you buy the PC from them. Well, they already kind of got it, but it's just that Amazon takes a big old cut out of that. And in order to still be a profitable company, then the SI has to make cuts in the PC to still maintain some kind of profit margin. You buy direct from the SI, you get rid of that, and they're able to build a better computer for the same price. You're already paying extra to have it built for you, shipped to you, warranted, all that. Don't add third-party retailer payouts to that. You don't need, Bezos is rich enough, my friend. So if you want a good place to go to read some reviews, the place you need to go is our Discord and into the SI Testimonials group of channels, where you'll see other community members reporting back on their experiences with various SIs. I mean, dozens of SIs at this point. I've been saying this forever, guys. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just one dude. I rarely even buy PCs. They get sent to me and I either send it back or I get to hold on to them for hardware testing, or I give them away, right? That means I'm not buying PCs and having the full experience. Listen to your peers. Listen to other people in the Discord community. Probably the most valuable thing I have ever done, and didn't even realize how valuable at the time. I kind of had a notion, but one of the most valuable things I've ever done was to create the SI Testimonials section of the Discord, where you guys can help your fellow community members or get help from your fellow community members just by sharing your first-person experiences. Cool? Cool. Do you think 7800 X3D will get back under $400? Apocalyptic, that's if anyone can get them. If you can't get them right now while they're still the mainline product, what about when they've been deprecated? Probably gonna be pretty hard to get. That's why it doesn't matter that the 9800 X3D is not going to be leaps and bounds beyond the 7800 X3D. It's a replacement for it. If you have a 7800 X3D, do not get the 9800 X3D and drop it in there. You're not going to get your money's worth. You already have been getting your money's worth from your 7800 X3D, and it will continue to be a viable, awesome CPU for years to come. This is for people getting a new PC, or they have an older PC and they're upgrading both the motherboard and CPU. That's who it's for. What was the last PC you bought with your own money? You can check on my YouTube channel. It was the PC I got from iBuyPower when you couldn't find a GPU anywhere to save your life. And even as most SIs had really long lead times in order to send out a PC, but somehow iBuyPower had 3070s and other GPUs because they're, I mean, that's just the benefit of being a high volume seller, I guess. And I got it in a few days, but I had to buy that PC. Actually, Dodger Dog, that is incorrect what I just said. The last time I had to buy a PC with my own money was when I had a giveaway that I had financed with a, not financed, but I had paid for, straight up, a giveaway PC with a certain company. And that company had a rough stream. And then it went downhill from there, and they went ahead and kept my money and the PC. But I had a giveaway winner that needed a PC, so I bought that. So basically, at that point, I had bought 2 PCs for that one giveaway winner. Yeah, they just didn't get the other one. And that PC, whoever bought out all their stuff, they got it. In fact, they even emailed me, and I was like, hey, can I have that? And they're like, you can buy it from me because I bought it. I bought everything. And I was like, why did... No, thanks. I'm good. What's up, Exiled Wolf? How's it going? Can confirm the Discord is rad. Thank you, Riley West, for vouching. Appreciate that. What's up, Coggle? How's it going? What's up, AJCP? How you doing? The discount version of the original X3D 5700 X3D is still an awesome CPU, especially at 1080p. That's what I'm saying. Ergo, 7800 X3D, 7600. I mean, like, Actually, I haven't tested the 7600 X3D myself, being that it's exclusive to Micro Center and all that. But yeah, 7800 X3D is going to be good for a long time. Did you buy power? I did, and I built my channel off that PC. I think I know which company you're talking about. That went under. That's right, Dodger Dog. They took me for a ride at the end of all that. Solzden, what's up? How's it going? Talon's here this Thursday. Oh, sweet. Congrats. The average stream gamer is playing at 1080p and a Steam gamer and has GPU close to 2070 performance. That's right. Or 1060, actually. 3060. 3060 being, I think, still one of the most popular, if not the. What's up, Nate's Gaming? How's it going? Welcome. Beltito Villanueva Reyes says, Alexander Hero PC is good for the money and lifetime warranty. That's correct. I have a whole video on that I put up last week. Soldier Boy, what temps are too hot? For GPUs, you don't want to get above 80 degrees Celsius usually. And for CPUs, for the 12700K, you don't want to get above 100C. You don't want to get close to 100C if you can avoid it. 90, you don't want to get above 90 usually, but you'll find yourself at 95 or so, and it'll be fine. It's designed to be able to handle that kind of heat, but it's not ideal. What's up, Exotic Eel? How's it going? But AJ, hope you're doing well. How are you? They did indeed, Riley. Crash says Alexander PCs is dope. Alexander PCs might be the only other SI that Crash says anything nice about, other than Skytech. What's up, Tough MN? How you doing? Let's go back over here for a little bit after I do that. Okay. I have a strip screw on the switch I'm trying to fix, and it's making me crazy. That's rough, because those are tiny. Ah, God. It's not like you can exactly get adrenaline on that. I do have a strip Phillips screw removal kit, but that's a delicate operation you're talking about there. I don't know if I would trust it for that. Exact same thing happened to me on my Switch. Bought an Ally instead. Yeah, I never got into the portable gaming systems other than a little Android one for emulators. Well, that didn't work, did it? What about Asmon's Skyforge PCs? Starforge PCs. Starforge systems, actually. They're good. There are a few limitations to them that don't really get mentioned very often. They're completely locked into the specs that they have. The good thing is they do have good pre-spec'd out setups. They do. Most of them are really good. They'll put in a system, if it's like a $4,000 system, it comes with like 4 terabytes of storage. They're not like skimping on stuff. It's actually quite good, but they're very heavily into like 14th gen Intel, 13th gen Intel, and that has to be a nightmare for them. You know, if they're deciding that they want everyone to update their microcode, which is just, I think, the wiser thing to do. That's a lot of support calls, and that's walking a lot of people through that. Yikes. Building PCs, furniture, cars, etc. Might have to get a streaming PC all at once, AJ? Oh, building out my spaces in the house for building. Oh, got it. Yeah. I read those out of order. Not a good idea. Super gluing the screwdriver if it's not a very like gelatinous or like tacky, not tacky. If it's not a viscous super glue, if it's a liquidy type, which most CA glues are going to be, it'll just seep right into there, and then you have super glue in the threads. You have to be careful with something like that. You could try soldering it maybe, but then you've got heat. Yeah. The battery is turned to a spicy pillow. Need to get it open. The artwork Starforge does is unique and probably their best selling point, but it adds. Well, that's the thing is like a lot of SIs do that now with the artwork. You know, larger SIs, smaller SIs. You'll have stints built doing it. Alexander PCs now does things where you can get like UV printing outsourced. So yeah, it's pretty common at this point. So, but what they do is they have unique mechanical things like their RGB panel that they have where you can swap out the plates and stuff. That's completely theirs. That is completely unique to them. Hot take: playing undocked on the Switch is uncomfortable and overrated. I prefer it, honestly, but that's because I have a really good like controller thing for that. I really do like it, unless I'm streaming, which you can't do it then, unless you have, I guess, the Nexigo thing. What has the anyway? Whatever. Yeah, I know what Intel did to the SIs. I mean, they were that's like, if I were an SI, I would be very leery about doing anything with Intel until they've proven that they're not going to be pulling stuff like that again, or until they. Well, I mean, they're supposedly fixed. It was just a big mess. You can see how their true colors. Have you tried the rubber band trick to give the driver something more to grip, placed between the head and the screw? That's a good idea. I don't have one thin enough. Oh, yeah. Did you update your microcode yet? Yes. It took me a lot longer than it should have. It's going on in YouTube chat here. Forty watching, only 14 likes. Oh my gosh, that math makes no sense, Anton. What's up? How's it going? Guys, if you like this, if you like the stream even a little bit, that's worth clicking. A little thumbnails. I hate making YouTuber faces. That's why mine aren't super extreme. They can be sometimes, actually, but then it just becomes an emote. I feel like going for AMD CPU at this point is objectively better and not even close, though Intel has been pushing out BIOS update. See, that's the thing. Like, AMD made a mistake with the 9950X. One of their weakest points for the Ryzen 9 3D V-Cache chips for 7000 series was the core parking. And for some reason, they had, in their infinite wisdom, they decided to introduce core parking into the non-3D V-Cache 9000 series dual CCD chips. So like your 9950X has no 3D V-Cache. So scheduling mix-ups aren't going to cause, you know, cache latency or anything, right? Probably not the exact right terminology, but you get what I'm saying. But they still did it. They still put core parking in there. Whereas you're going to be able to get a 24-core CPU from Intel that, yeah, they got rid of hyper-threading, but that's still 24 threads. And it's going to run cooler than their previous products, use less power, and it's going to get an uplift in IPC. Like, AMD dropped the ball, and Intel's about to pick it up. Reviewers have been yelling for since 12th gen, actually since 10th gen, that is too much power, too much heat. And it's only gotten worse and worse and worse. Now the moment Intel's like, hey, we're going to flip this around and we're going to go for, you know, efficiency, IPC uplift, and just better overall multi-threaded processes and all that. And everybody's like, boo! We've been asking for this for years. And they're doing it. Stop booing them. I mean, yeah, they're jerks. But people still buy from NVIDIA. It's pretty sick, actually. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Jacob. You're cool. You're cool. You're my bro. Curious, Bray, do you get kickbacks from these SIs you favor, or are these strictly your personal preferences with no incentive? Bona, in order to do what I do, the reason I say that operation code Brayathorn is so that you can get discounts and also support what I do. What do you think that means? I've been always very open about the fact that when you use a coupon code, it helps the channel. It helps me continue to do this because ad revenue sucks. It is awful at the size of my channel. It doesn't pay for anything. Like, I'll get a couple rounds of groceries and that's it. You know, not my house payment, things like that. So it's been multiple things like VIP CDK deal sponsorships on the SI weekly videos, things like that helps. It's not any big payout. It's like little trickles of revenue. And that's how you have to do it if you're not a giant YouTuber. Even big content creators do the same thing. But the way it works is this, like I don't accept sponsorship from SIs for SI weekly. I couldn't do that. And the only way that you'll get a coupon code with me is if I understand what you're going for, what you're trying to do, and I agree with the way you're running things. I get to know about an SI, or if they, like Meta PCs got a code with me after they decided, for no reason at all, after watching my video about light gaming PCs shutting down, Meta PCs came out and said, we're going to cover all those warranties for everybody who lost their warranty because light gaming PCs shut down. And we're doing it for free. And they're all getting tech support for life. Immediately, I was like, all right, we're getting a code. But yeah, it does support what I do. I've never made a mystery about that. And so it's not, and it's also not SIs that I favor because how many codes do I have? That's why I have many codes. Because that way, you have a lot of options, and we're going to have more. There are going to be more. Wait, did you say on the last stream that I'm not a fan of that company, iBuyPower? Bona, you're thinking about CyberPower PC. I'm not going to have a code with CyberPower PC until they completely renovate. Like, and even then, I'm probably not going to. I met some of the leadership there. Ooh. Not a fan. Nothing personal, guys, but we did not vibe in that little meeting. It was a very brief one, but I was like, I think we're done here. Anyway, but they were busy, honestly, is what it was. No time for the only content creator who focuses on pre-builds. That's not my ego. It's more like, you realize that this is like, we need to chat because we've got issues. There've been a lot of people who've complained about your stuff. Like that's my thought. My words were like, all right. They're not going to get a recommendation from me. iBuyPower has industry-leading tech support. All you need to know to verify this is go watch the last round of Secret Chopper series from Linus Tech Tips. Every system integrator should go and watch that episode. First off, if they're they should have been watching it already to see how they did, but they need to pay attention to how iBuyPower did, whether or not they have criticism for iBuyPower. And that's not to say that they're a perfect company. They're not. There is no such thing as a perfect company. I even disagree with TJ on some things. Oh man, I lost my side light. There goes my purple face. Oh well. I even disagree with TJ on some things. It's true. And we've just decided, you know what? Agree to disagree, because we still respect each other. But like, if it was about SIs that I favor, I wouldn't need a dozen different codes from a dozen different SIs. Would I? That's so you have options where you can get discounts everywhere. And yeah, it supports the channel, and it's to varying degrees between each one. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. The green screen has been a lot of work. I needed a really good green screen for like a while. But it's not perfect if you look here. See that right there? Not perfect. Still working on it. That's why I moved my mic to the bottom there. Intel's also putting the Arc Media Engine on the CPUs. Yeah, I think it's gonna be solid. Like AMD's gonna have to lean on the 9800X3D to stay on top of the gaming thing, but they're not getting competition there. Intel's basically saying, like AMD is saying with NVIDIA, you can have the 4K gaming people that are like 4% of the Steam hardware survey. Here you go. We're gonna take the mid-range and entry level so that we can focus on where people are actually buying GPUs, and we can focus on AI data center solutions. Whatever. So it's not 100% a decision that I agree with, mostly because of that part of the reasoning, but I agree with it on the basis of most people are buying mid-range or budget GPUs. Well, it's kind of like that, where Intel's basically like, you know what? They straight up said that it's not going to be faster than the 9800X3D. There you go. Just like AMD said, the 7900X TX is not designed to compete against the 4090. Does that make it a bad card? No, it's awesome, especially after the price drops. Am I losing a little bit of my head there? Hold on. That's not ideal. I was really messing with like the tolerances or the smoothness. So watch, let's see if I can make that go away. It's not that one. In order to get this without like perfect studio lighting for the thing. There we go. Getting that piece of my head back, mostly. I've had to have multiple layers of color chroma key. There it is. See that? Perfect. Anyway. I don't want to lose my head here. I rant enough as it is. The new Intel's CPUs do AV1 encoding on the CPU? Probably, but they don't need to. You're going to get better encoding on your GPU because pretty much all modern GPUs have AV1. Costco is not a perfect company, Crash. Don't go getting anyone's hopes up. Well, I posted my woes to the Discord. If anyone has any ideas for my screw, time to eat and enjoy the stream. All right, Wiley. Sorry that happened to you. So are we just chatting today? No, I was... See, this is the problem. I was talking about the Intel thing to start out, and I forgot that I was doing that. Good job. So we have only Jersey Life who has joined the list. So Jersey Life, one of our newest, not newest, but thank you again for the Prime sub today. Are you wanting to wait the 9 days to see those third-party reviews on the new Intel stuff? Because your setup is not just for gaming, you're doing gaming and streaming. Now, you could do that on that 9800X3D that's coming out, or the 7800X3D if you don't care about that, if it's even available. It's just a really rough time exactly right now. But we're basically 9 days away from the newest stuff launching from Intel, and it's looking freaking awesome for anyone who doesn't just want to game. If you just want to game, wait for the 9800X3D, or if you can find a 7800X3D, grab that, or it depends on your budget, really. I don't know why I'm saying things when I don't know your individual budget. Remember when I say things that are like, does he mean that for me? The answer is no. I'm saying vague things that don't specifically pertain to you. Sorry. Not being mean about that. It's just, it could possibly. Beltito, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like learning from me. I get what you're saying, says Soldier Boy. Hey man, I've seen your vids before. I like your honesty. It says Finest Seal. I'm looking to pull the trigger on this PC. I'll link in next comment, but I think the sale makes this PC cheaper than to build it. I tried. Looks like you ran out of... you only have so many characters, Finest Seal, that you can put into a single chat. Also, it's not... You can't necessarily post links in chat. It probably deleted that or didn't allow it to go through. So what you need to do is fill out the form that's linked in the description. You can put a link there in the end of that. Where it asks you if you're interested in a specific SI. Just put the link right there, okay? But you looks like you were just doing that as I said it. Look at that. Oh, but you just put Zonic? Oh, you're in Canada. Okay. I wouldn't necessarily recommend NZXT, but they have excellent support. They sent me a broken PC and gave me a refund all within 14 days, no questions asked, basically. look, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad company because they sent you a broken PC. It means something went wrong. They haven't failed you yet when something goes wrong upon the arrival of your PC. They haven't failed you yet. They now have an opportunity to succeed as a company. Because it happens. It happens. I wouldn't say all the time that would keep people from ordering PCs, but it does happen. So you need to know that you're going to have a decent experience fixing the issues if there are any. You can wait the 9 days? Okay, cool. Igor, glad you love the rants. So Jersey, here's what happens. You filled out that form, and I see you right here. You keep that spot. So if say you come into another stream after the launch of everything, and once things are available and all that, you come into the stream ready to get some help, you're gonna get help before whoever filled out the form after you. So anyone who fills out the form during that stream, you filled it out earlier. Now, there are a number of people who filled it out earlier, but they're not all going to come into the same streams to finally get help whenever things have launched. Some are going to want to wait for the 9800X3D because they're focused on gaming, which would probably work for what you're doing because you're not doing any video editing or anything like that. But remember, when they say, like, I'm so excited, man. I'm like, I try to be cautiously optimistic, but like that, a little bit of that caution is going to the wind. I'm just optimistic now about Arrow Lake. First off, we probably don't have to worry about oxidation issues because they're not even manufacturing it. Somebody else is manufacturing the silicon. Did not mean to burn you guys over at Intel, although you could use a few. So there's that. But it's finally happening. It's finally happening that Intel's like, yo, we need to back up. We need to start from scratch on this. And we need to do things like shifting the socket because the hot spot on the CPU has moved. So we need to have the cooler cold plate mounted higher on the IHS. That's just smart, dude. Now, I'm not a big fan of the fact that they kept the same retention bracket, pretty much, even though they basically did a tape mod on it, or a washer mod, I should say, a washer mod. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I submitted the form. That's okay, Finest Seal. That's what I was telling you to do. Did you hear everything I was saying before, though? That we're 9 days away from the latest Intel processors, their new platform coming out. That's going to mean either you have the opportunity to get the latest and greatest stuff, or it's going to drop the price on the other Intel stuff. And AMD's probably going to be releasing their 9800X3D soon. They're like, I understand that it might not be official yet. Like, they're probably scrambling because they see Intel taking, they might see it as an opportunity. Intel's saying, okay, our new stuff isn't going to be, it's going to be about as fast as our old stuff. That's an opportunity that AMD might be seeing. So they're like going to scramble and announce it right before the launch of Arrow Lake, and then they're going to drop it a couple weeks after or a week after, whatever. AMD's probably going to jump on this. Is that the best idea? Probably not, but it's still the reality. Maybe. Speculative. Arctic confirmed all their coolers are compatible with the new socket already. Good news for us. Yeah, the only thing that's not going to be compatible, sick PCs, is going to be your mounting plates. Your mounting the pressure. Why can't I not know? You know, Intel 12th gen pressure plates, 13th, 14th gen, those things, whatever. Those are not going to be contact frames. That's the one. I was there. I was that close. Contact frames are not going to be compatible because the socket has shifted. Even if the mounting holes for the coolers have not, the socket has shifted to bring that new, more elevated hotspot into the center of coolers. So that means contact frames aren't going to work. Yo, what's up, Blondie? How's it going? That's how the game is played. Evening all of the back. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. I have options for that. I had this one before, but then you see all this because I still don't have the positioning quite right in here. But when I go back to this one, you can really not tell that it's there. It just kind of disappears. It's not as good as it was because I had to stop my part of my head from disappearing. But really, yeah, you don't quite notice it. Oh no, Wild Blondie but Geeky appeared. Loving the brain knowledge drop. Oh, I got nothing else. That's all I got. So they're coming all the time. Never forget, AMD never fails to capitalize on a competitor's misstep. I mean, look at 9000 series. They launched it a month too soon. If they had launched it with the Agisa that really made it run better, the initial reviews would have been way better. And also, I'm never going to forgive them for putting core parking on a non-3DB cache chip. It's just never going to, that's going to circulate through my veins for the rest of my days. Like some cheeseburgers that I just ate. Not gonna lie, it's probably best to go for quoted tech if you're in Canada. That is my recommendation, usually Finest Steel. That's who I usually go with, quoted tech. Really, really good SI. Would you build your dream PC in the PC part picker? I would not build a dream PC right now. Not for 9 days. Or a couple weeks, depending. Probably 9 days. I mean, realistically speaking, I'm probably going to end up on a system with the Core Ultra 9 for video editing and stuff like that. That's probably where I'm going to end up. Because I need the stability. I need cooler temps because in this room it gets really hot. And I'm right under the AC vent. It still gets really hot in here. It is Texas after all. And yeah. Okay, thanks for the info. See you after the release. I got to be up at 3 a.m. Thank you, Jersey Life, for coming in and hanging out, and we'll see you then. Invader Zenny, hello from YouTube. Been watching your videos on pre-builts. Love your stuff. Thank you, Zenny. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Twitch stream. What's up, Target Practice? How's it going? Did Blondie bring out a lurking? Or did you say hi earlier and I missed it? I'm sorry if that happened. Oh, also Burton Bandit said facts earlier, which I always appreciate. But what's up? That was when I was... I've just been rambling about Intel a lot lately. House Flights. Sorry I missed this earlier. House Flights over in YouTube chat said, my AIO keeps making a snorkeling sound. I have it located at the top of my case. Can somebody give me a resolution to the problem? House Flights, if you look at your radiator, is there a square of metal somewhere in the middle of your radiator? Like a solid piece of metal? If so, that means your pump is actually located in the radiator and you should probably side mount it rather than having it top mounted. Because you could be starving your pump. There are some AIOs, all-in-one liquid coolers, that have the pump located in the rad, like that. And you'll basically see a cover plate for it. If that's the case, move it to the front or side of your case, depending on what options you have, and that will make sure the pump is never at the top of the loop. When you have it flat mounted to the top, you basically have a millimeter or two of air gap there, because all the air bubbles will settle at the top. You'll still have flow through, so for cooling, it's fine. And that's really just if the pump is not located there, because then depending on the orientation, the pump could be just slightly starved of it's usually the coolant is what lubricates the pump. What's up, One-Handed Gamer? How's it going? Yeah, Invader Zenny, if you're wanting to get help directly one-on-one with a build, either a pre-built or a parts list that's just for you, you can fill out the form that is that pops up in chat now and then. It just popped up a little bit ago, actually. However, my current recommendations were only 9 days away from Intel's launch of the new platform. 9 days away. It's on the 24th. My current recommendation is to hold off until then. 9 days? Whatever you order, you probably wouldn't even get it by that time, depending on what you get. So yeah, pretty much best to hold off for right now. Unless you're like on a super budget and you want something that's like an $800 PC or something, then it probably is not going to fall under the newer stuff. I can help out with going a bit further on that AIO issue. Yeah, one thing we didn't know, sick PCs, like I don't know how old the AIO is. So if it's like a 5-year-old AIO, you had permeation happen to you because it comes for us all at some point. You have a reduction in the liquid that's in there because it permeates through the material of the tubes. All right, I go work on 5M stuff. Let me know if you need anything, but I expect we're all waiting for new stuff. AJ, indeed. Absolutely. Oh, Sergeant Will, by the way. Hello, welcome. How's the fam? Family's good. We all took our turns being sick. That was unfortunate, but we're good now. You recommend waiting a bit after launch to let other people beta test the newest hardware? Coggle, what happens is those people have the hardware now, and they're under embargo, but they'll be released. I don't have it. I'm not part of the embargo. But those people, the content creators, are going to be launching their reviews once the embargo drops, which is going to be the day of or the day before the launch of the products. So you shouldn't have to wait. You'll be able to see right then. Wait, how did he lure Blondie over from Roby? It's just... Come on, man. I got nothing for this. Roby is awesome. How am I gonna... what are my options here? Talk either self-aggrandizing comments made about myself, obviously, or something lacking about Roby, and I don't think either of those are really worth saying. So, love Roby, miss Roby. Blondie likes us more. A lot of y'all the same people anyway. Ruru too. I hope y'all are watching Roby streams. Come on. You go to Roby for the DIY, and then I'll talk about pre-builds. It's a great combo. But Dan, what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Vonnie is one of the greatest community members alive and enjoys hanging out just like we all do in great streams. Thank you, Target Practice. I appreciate that. Bray's amazing. Enough said. Y'all are gonna make me blush. Stop. The Zonic PC on sale is the same price than on Quota Tech with significantly better specs. I've never heard of Zonic PC. I have heard of Quota Tech, and I've heard back from their customers who are very happy. That's all I got for that. But the only thought is with this new stuff coming out, possibly this is why it's on sale. Thanks for the rec, though. Appreciate. Yeah, remember, it's not just about CPU and GPU versus how many money dollars you spend. When you're buying a PC, you're not just buying the parts in the metal box with the power button, right? You're buying the service that the company is going to give you. The ownership experience is what you're really buying. Now, I've never heard of Zonic PCs. Do they got to go fast? Is that what it's about? Zonic PC. If they're good, that's great. Like, I'm always looking for more good SIs, but I got to tell you, a lot of times when I just hear about a random one, like that's how we get our Apex Gaming PC situations and stuff. That doesn't mean that's happening here. Zonic Gaming PCs. I want to see them using Montec cases and fractal cases. Like, that's good. That's good stuff. I like that. Thermaltake cases, stuff like that. Very good. Ryzen 5 5600. Oh, this is in Canadian, so I got to remember that. Okay, remember, Canadian money dollars, okay? 5600 GT. 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte NVMe. So this is this does not have. It's a 5600G, not GT. Unless I'm missing something. Was that a CPU that I forgot about? Could be. 13400F. And so these two don't have a GPU in them, I guess, or they do. Because this one lists, oh, it just lists options. Where's the GPU in this? 4070, 4060 Ti, and 4060. We're also available at Best Buy, Amazon, Direct Easy Buy, and CompuSonic. Aha. Okay. Oh, they have an AI series. Oh, Lord. I always come in with a bit of skepticism. That ain't hate, though. I like to have fun with these. All right, gaming PC. What do these words mean to me? I don't know what that means. I guess just most expensive, a little less, and then old stuff. Why does it... Okay, let's look at Pro. I don't like the throwing around the word Pro. Apple does that way too much, but I'm whatever. You know, this is all stream of consciousness stuff. Give me a break. Apocalyptic, there are several AIOs where you can refill it, but they don't provide you with the liquid like Be Quiet does. You have to buy some liquid. Ramsey Daily, hey, I just found your channel. Really like the content so far. Getting ready to buy pre-built. Awesome. You have good timing because new stuff's about to come out. PSA, by the way, keep your PCs clean. I had 2 nice pre-builts come into the shop that were completely clogged with dust to the point where air was coming in through gaps and plugged the AIO radiator. Yep, that will happen depending on your environment. What this website needs, all it needs is a dark mode. I'm sorry for frying all your retinas right now, frying the good old rods and cones that you need to like see, but you know, it's okay. What is this? Okay, DLSS, AI powered performance. Oh, give me a break. If it has an NVIDIA card, it has DLSS, but I guess not everybody knows that maybe? Okay. We're taking a look right now, though. I need to stop being mean until I see reasons to. Because you know what I'm seeing here? These look like PCs they actually built. And that is a good thing. It's sad that the bar is so low for some SI sites. Even companies that I know are good who have that problem. It's pretty annoying. Okay. So I need to convert this. What? No! Why did you change the number? That's stupid. $1,548. $1,548 for 12700 KF and a 4070 Super. Not gonna lie, guys. That's pretty good. 12700 KF. I would, you know, I can complain about the F SKU, but why at $1,500? 32 gigs of RAM. Is it DDR4 or DDR5? 1 terabyte is okay if it's under $2,000. I usually say 2 terabytes at $2,000 or higher. Let's see for the RAM. Memory is DDR4. But because it's 12th gen, it skips 13th and 14th gen issues. Good. Did Main Gear fix the power supply issue it had or no? What's up, Invader Zenny? I'm talking about some pretty old content there. They okay, on some of their pre-spec stuff, it's still a problem. On some of their lower end stuff. But I think not as much as before. They were already improving on it, and you can always just custom build one. It's just with Main Gear, there's not anything they're doing that makes them like really stand out to me. But they're not bad. They're not. You want bad, look at your Digital Storm or look at Apex Gaming PCs, you know, companies like that. I like the Tower 600. That is a great case. No, I mean DW. Don't worry, I checked Best Buy on these guys, and it's cheaper on their actual site by a couple $100, although I'm looking under Epic. Okay. Well, The reason it's cheaper by a couple $100 is because Best Buy takes a couple $100 off of each PC for themselves, which they should. They have overhead. They have people to pay. Of course, it costs more money if you get it through a big retailer, because that retailer needs to make monies. But sometimes they keep it at the same price so that the retailer's not competing with the original SI's website, but they just have lower specs to save and create more margin. This doesn't say out of stock for the 7800X 3D system. So this might be, I don't know. The thing about it is, I don't know enough about Zonic to really say. Like, I don't know what volume they operate at, whether they're a more of a low volume boutique builder, if they're a mid tier, or if they're a high volume builder. So I don't know how to compare them to Quoted Tech. Quoted Tech is just, yeah, they're going to cost more because they are a boutique builder. That's what they are. They're a boutique builder. You get a better experience out of that, better service, usually, things like that. But that's not always. I mean, sometimes you look at something like iBuyPower where they have really good service because they're large enough to be able to invest a lot into their tech support. This is where I'm starting to think that these are not builds that they have done. And these look like pictures off of the case manufacturer's site, because there's like fake GPUs in here. And that's where I'm like, come on. If you're going to sell PCs, before you ship one off, take some pictures of it, put that on your site. Be proud of your builds, guys. Martin K, if you're only gaming, then sure. If all you're doing is gaming, 5700X 3D, 5800X 3D, sure thing. But it's not, it's going to be a solid upgrade in performance, but not like life-changing. Been looking at Alexander PCs and Ironside. Both very good choices. I haven't talked to Ironside in a really long time. It feels bad because they're only a couple hours from me, and I was meant to visit them at some point, but yeah. Same thing with Starforge. Is there a brand you won't sway on? Example, RAM, GPU, PSU, etc. I'm pretty... I've had to do a lot of thinking about because I look a lot at the PSU cultist tier list. And there's sometimes where I know SIs need to downgrade their PSU, but like test the heck out of it. It's just they can't test them for years like the customer's going to have to. So I'm pretty adamant about power supplies to the point where it's probably annoying for SIs, but like, whatever. I'm just trying to save y'all some RMAs and save headaches for my viewers. Alexander, I'm thinking of getting because of the new hero build they have. Only if it's right for you. And I meant EIPC. EIPC? Oh, didn't what? Oh, Epic. Okay. I was looking at Elite. So this is Fractal cases. Fractal North cases. 750X 3D, 1300 KF, 1400K. Yeah, it's just I just saw the letter E and I clicked on it. I should have been looking at the right one. But I don't know why they're throwing in 4 terabyte hard drives in this. Why are you doing that? Just put in another 2 terabyte or 1 terabyte for that price. But whatever. Anything that's going to be. Oh, that's this one's got a 4 terabyte NVMe. Look at that. 14900K though. Better have the new microcode. And don't buy this right before the new Core Ultra CPUs just come out, because this is going to drop even more in price once the new stuff comes out. And I hate to leave an SI holding the bag, but I'm consumer first. Kind of have to be. They're using, looks like you're using Noctua NHD 15 here with the nice little Chromax cover here. I like it. Noctua fans all throughout. That means that there's more thought being put into this other than just like profit margins, because not everybody's going to value that. Well, that's a lot of empty case pictures. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I don't think they built this. Unless it says, let's see what it says. Does it say anything about the fans? The reason I'm thinking this has got to be a custom build is because Fractal would use Fractal fans, right? And these look like Noctua fans, Noctua Chromax fans. Ah, the images shown are for illustration purposes only. It may not be an exact representation of the product. If you're going to say this, and most SIs should be saying this, it needs to be here. It needs to be right under the picture. Not down in the fine print. That's not exactly fine print, but you know what I'm saying. I do like the info. They're providing good info here. But yeah, they're telling you the cooler is going to be an AG620 Deep Cool cooler, which guess what? They're in Canada. They can sell Deep Cool. They can buy Deep Cool and sell it. They're not limited on that. This is probably a pretty damn good price. $2,840 for a 14900K. Well, I mean, with 32 gigs of RAM and a 4070 Ti Super. Looks like they don't have 4090s. That's not a big surprise. Those are not really that much available anymore. With a 4080 Super, that jumps up to 4204, just a couple $100 more. Like, I would do that. 3051 and 33 cents. Now let's look at some other stuff here. Okay. Again, I wouldn't buy this 9 days before Intel launches their new stuff. Don't do that. But let's take a look here. Let's see. Let's look at FAQs real quick. What services and support are offered? Over the phone, online chat, and email support. And seller may provide free. What do you mean seller may provide? This is your website. This is you talking about you. Seller may provide free service guide after warranty. For more information, please refer to seller _nothing website. Okay. What happened? What happened? I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. Okay. What happened if my PC is damaged in shipping? So they do know past tense. There's a D right there. They understand past tense, but they just didn't feel like it right here. In the event the PC is damaged in shipping, we provide full coverage and customer need to contact representative outlet, and process the claim by sending damaged box image and PC within 24 hours after receiving the order. Apocalyptic, yeah, I know the people from Starforge. Yeah. On the actually running the company side, I know a good number of them, and on the ownership side with OTK, I've met a few of those guys, and they're all really cool. S-Fan in particular, I've met a few times, and he's been super cool. Yeah, so this is looking great. I can't figure out what PC is right for me. Please reach out to us at support@zionicpc.com or online chat. We can assist you based on your budget and requirement. Requirements. Okay. I just bought a FlexiSpot E6 Pro and love it. Nice, Showtime. How's it going? I always watch the What's up, BC Murray? How's it going? If you customize it to liquid, it changes the case. I don't know if I'll be able to mount my gaming PC to the desk because of the shape of the MSI Pano case. Well, there are platforms you can get, like with wheels and stuff. They're very inexpensive on Amazon, so you can at least have your PC off the carpet or floor, which is ideal to do. Well, ideal is on the desk, and then second would be under the desk, but then that could block things like top exhaust and things like that. And you got to be careful about that. And then you have on a platform underneath it, and then just don't put it on the floor. That's it. Do you stress test the systems before you ship? Yeah, pluralized it. Good. I can't take any of this for granted anymore. We take pride in delivering top-notch gaming PCs that exceed expectations. Before shipping, each unit undergoes rigorous stress testing to ensure optimal performance and reliability. Rest assured, your gaming experience is our priority. How long does it take you to build and ship a PC? From selecting... Okay, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. We complete your custom build in just 1 to 2 business days. Once crafted to perfection, your gaming rig is... What are you, sandwich artist? Your gaming rig is swiftly shipped to your doorstep. Depending on your postal code, expect expedited delivery within 1 to 4 business... Expedite delivery within 1 to 4 business days. Get ready to... Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fast. That is awfully fast. But what does it mean, chat? What does it mean? What is a return policy? I don't usually get too in-depth here, but I don't know anything about these guys. Please check with the seller website for return policy. Where are we? We're on the damn seller website. ZonicPC.com FAQs. Please check with the seller website for return policy. Oh, it's beautiful. That's wow. Okay. Good job, guys. And how was it? Do your computers come pre-built? What? Each of our PCs arrives fully assembled and primed for action. Alongside your powerhouse rig, you will find a comprehensive setup guide ensuring a seamless start. Plus, we include a power cable. I'm really not trying to be mean here. Of course you do. So you're ready to plug in and play straight away. We're going to find my activation key. Microsoft Windows is already installed, and no activation is required for 30 days. Before the end of 30 days, customer needs the key in the Microsoft key. Microsoft key is found in a white hardcover inside the motherboard box that comes with the PC. Okay, I'm taking some liberties here. Your computers come with drivers. Okay, now these are getting silly. But yeah, like if they're actually doing what they say they do, where it is built in 1 to 2 days and shipped in like 4 days for free, Canada-wide. Cool. It's a 1-year warranty and lifetime tech support, which just means if someone bought the PC from you, they can call and ask questions. That doesn't mean they're going to do labor for free. Free expedited. Okay, I already saw that. So this just gets me. Where was it? What is the return policy? Please check with the seller website for return policy. I'll get right on that. Thank you. Oh, it's special. It's something right there. Luxtizer, I have a feeling a big chunk of this website was written by AI and not edited. Yeah, I get it. I get that. I'm getting that. The text and dying laughing. Your premium PC shall be shipped with the utmost speed to your specified destination. Are we LARPing? What is this? I cast speak English. That's their weakness. It's their weakness. It's their elemental weakness. If you didn't know that. Legend, thank you. I love the brutal reviews. Thank you for the $2 Canadian super chat. Appreciate that. I'm sorry for specifying Canadian. It's real money. I promise. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. I'm seeing that now. Thank you, Blondie. Hey, Brave Thorn, I submitted a form a little while ago, and I wasn't able to tune into the stream. I think it might have been due to personal issues. Should I enter it again? Yeah, Zofril, if I am saying that correctly, please tell me if I'm not. You don't need to resubmit the form, but you were at the cusp of the launch of new Intel stuff, like CPUs, the new motherboards, all that stuff, in 9 days. So you're going to want to wait for that. We're gonna want to wait for those third-party reviews, although, you know, it should be better in some ways. I did go over a lot of that stuff, but yeah, I would hold off for a little while. Website was made by Monty Python, lol. All right, guys, careful where you click. It may fart in your general direction. And no problem. And yes, feel free to hang out, because we're just, I mean, we're having fun right now. But let's see. So who has submitted this? So just, I need to verify with you guys, and I'm actually going to go for, let's see, Jersey here. I think Finest Seal, you're going to wait for the same thing. Now, Brennan Gregoire, is, if I'm saying that correctly, we'll find out. How do you feel about holding off until your until the new stuff comes out? 9 days for the reviews to drop on Intel Core Ultra 200S CPUs. Why did they change it? No one knows. Magic in the YouTube chat asked, what's your thoughts on Lenovo Legion gaming PCs cooling? I have no idea, Magic. I don't generally talk about OEMs like Lenovo, HP, or Dell. I don't usually cover that because I think they have, honestly, too much market share. And for the most part, they're creating a lot of e-waste by making non-compatible parts. Things aren't compatible with off-the-shelf components. Lenovo is a little better about that than, say, Dell is. So is HP. A little better about that than Dell is, though not quite as good as Lenovo, last I checked. But generally, I recommend systems from system integrators, not from OEMs. They can make all the office PCs. Just they can do the office PCs or email check-in PCs for grandmas. That's fine. You want a gaming PC? Go with an SI that's using off-the-shelf components that you can easily swap or upgrade yourself or buy with a local technician. Melee Weapon asks, what's your opinion on Skytech gaming pre-builts, good or bad? They're good. Skytech has sent me plenty for review, and every time I found a little issue, they've gotten a little better, but they were already pretty good. So they're just even better now. Every time I have feedback for them, they're like, thank you for that. That's why we send them to you. Thank you. And they've always taken it in stride, and that to me is super important. If you don't take criticism well, you're never going to improve. So, and if you don't agree with me, I don't want to hear about it. I'm kidding. Do you get that? Do you get the joke there? Anyway, what are your thoughts on Alienware since it's technically a Dell product? It's like Dell, but worse. Because it's meant to look like it's better, and it's not. Alienware is like the Hello Fellow Children meme. It's really old parts and cases and stuff dressed up to look young, and I ain't buying it. They're literally years behind everyone else in terms of airflow, cooling. Their power supplies are strong, but they're proprietary. They use a lot of proprietary stuff. So if your cooler breaks, you can't get it anywhere else. You know what the cooler mounts to? It doesn't mount to the motherboard. It mounts to the chassis behind the motherboard, through the motherboard. It's so bad. Craigum, it's true. Jeff is not the Skytech owner, though. He is their CTO. So he's up there in the C-suite, but he's not the owner of Skytech. So Brennan Gregoire. Gregory? Brennan Gregory? Gregoire? Please tell me how to pronounce that. It's probably Gregory. Gregoire, actually correct? Hell yeah. I take far too much pride in trying to pronounce people's names correctly. But yes, So yeah, 9 days until the reviews drop, the launch of new Intel stuff. I honestly just recommend waiting to pretty much everybody at this point. This is what these streams are going to be, people. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be me saying, hi, thanks for entering your form. Please wait. That's what it's going to be. Buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a wild ride. Broga also owns a Skytech. Yes, yes. A lot. Okay, here's what I'm going to say about Skytech. Melee weapon. Go to the Discord linked in the YouTube chat, the YouTube stream description. Join the Discord. Take a look at under SI testimonials, where plenty of Skytech customers have told you their first-party experiences, their first-party reporting on what their buying and ownership experiences have been like. So many of them include pictures, things like that. It's super helpful. And if you get yourself one, you can follow up with your own, and it's going to be awesome. New Alienware desktops will be e-waste in 4 years, pretty much. Or at least parts out of them will. However, join Alienware Arena. I've used points to buy 2 PNY GPUs, Corsair DDR4, and 2 Samsung NVMe's. That's cool, BC Murray. I mean, their monitors are great. Their laptops have pretty consistently been good. Some have been pretty bad based on some heating issues and whatnot, but that's just like probably the Intel ones and stuff. But yeah. Just Bree 420, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hi, came over from YouTube. My new Skytech PC won't be here until Friday, but I'm already thinking about upgrades. Lol. Would you say it's worth upgrading from the 7700X to one of the X3D variants? I have the 4070 Super if that matters. Just Bree, I would say use what you have there. If you feel like it's lacking in any way, because I don't know what you're going to be doing with your PC. If you're going to be mostly just gaming, you're probably not going to notice, because if you're gaming at 1440p, which you should be with a 4070 Super, that's going to tax the CPU less, and higher performance CPUs don't affect higher resolutions quite as much. So you're probably fine with what you got, at least for a couple generations. Never heard you speak on CLX. Have you ever worked with them? Comments on them. CLX. George from CLX is awesome. He is an OG in the SI industry. I do like a lot of what CLX does. We've had some things that we were going to work on together where there was just a failure to launch. It just never worked out. But I mean, for one thing, if you're going to go to DreamHack, you better be cool with CLX, because they basically own the SI scene at DreamHack. They provide all the PCs. They've been working with DreamHack since the early days before DreamHack was big. But no, George is awesome. CLX is good. They're good. They have some things that they do on their configurator that I don't like. I think the configurator is a little too busy. But who has a perfect configurator these days? Nobody really. There's always going to be something that I've got a little complaint about. Asus desktops, for the most part, are also better than Dell, but it's a low bar. Asus desktops suck, and you know who knows that better than anyone? Asus does. Because whenever I bring it up with them, they're like, you could talk to the pre-built guy if you want. And I did. And I was like, why don't you use your PC DIY cases? Why are you using these proprietary low airflow, ugly cases? And they're like, the guy was like, oh God, why do we do that? Why don't we do that? It was a funny chat at Computex. Legions are decent if you want to throw it in your cart at Costco. You can always do way better for the price. If you can buy the PC and a pair of socks and the PC in the same store, not good. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. That's a weird metric, Robert. But yeah, okay. Going to an iBuyPower PC after the new X3D CPUs come out. What do you think of their new MOBOs on their site? Well, they have one of my favorite. They have one of my absolute favorite motherboards, period, which is the MSI X670E Gaming Plus. It is an awesome looking, awesome performing motherboard with tons of I/O, and it's a great price. That's the one that's like silver accents with little, it's a silver hardware on a black PCB with like little cyan accents on it. Awesome motherboard, highly recommended. Asus parts look so good though, never their pre-built stuff. I'm telling you, their cases that they sell for DIY are awesome, and they don't use them on their pre-builts. I don't care if it makes the pre-builts cost more. They will be better for it, and that's what really matters. If you're gonna spend an extra $100 because they used a premium case, you're gonna have that thing for years. You're gonna be using your PC for years. That's a very worthwhile expenditure of $100, in my opinion. Brandon says, first PC, fairly illiterate learning, mainly looking to upgrade over console. Would love advice on which parts to get, price to performance priority. Well, Brennan, again, my thing is that you should hold off until 9 days have passed and we've gotten the reviews on the news. It's a really awkward time right now. I should probably change the title of these streams to, hey, come wait with me. It's pretty much what we're doing. But essentially, if you're looking for something that will beat consoles, it's not that hard to do for $1,500. That's going to be easy. But looking here, it says gaming, pro gaming / esports. Yeah, you're just looking at gaming stuff. 1440p. So you don't need to go with like an X3D chip. You'll be fine, although you can still do that. And there are gains to be had. It's just a smaller difference when you go to higher resolution. Anyway, if you want price to performance priority, then you go with an AMD GPU. And if you're going to tell me price to performance is your priority and then turn around and say, but I want NVIDIA, then you don't mean it when you say price to performance priority. All alliteration aside, true facts. I'm excited because there's a rumor about a 6650 GRE from AMD. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm excited about that for budget builds. Oh, I'll bet that thing's going to be able to do 1440p. I'll bet you. Or just high-end 1080, higher refresh rate, higher frame rate, 1080p. I like that they make small form factor business machines with mostly replaceable parts. Oh, MSI. Yeah, MSI has been really upping their game on pre-builts. They have. I feel like a large percentage of pre-built buying, especially from less knowledgeable buyers, comes down to case appearances. Asus missing that mark big. True. It's very true. I thought you said that there are games to be had at first. Gains. Like gains, but with games. From games. 6650 GRE would be awesome. That's just, like, it kills me to know that, as far as I am to understand, AMD is downsizing their GPU team. It just, no matter what value they bring to the table, and it's a lot, guys. It's a lot of value. No matter what, people aren't buying. Imagine this, okay? Imagine that the same thing happens to Intel that just happened to AMD Ryzen. AMD Ryzen came out of the gate saying, hey, you guys didn't like temps and being too high and you want more efficiency. Okay, here you go. Here's a bunch of really efficient CPUs. They're not a whole lot more powerful than the previous ones. There's a little bit of uptick, but not much. But look at how much less power they use. And nobody freaking bought it. Nobody. My actual complaint, because I thought that was fine, right? My actual complaint was that why did you put core parking on a non-X3D chip? That's stupid and dumb. I mean, I'm not an engineer. They are the engineers. They probably know a little bit better than me. Little armchair engineer over here, right? But people didn't freaking buy it. So what are they going to do in the next generation? More heat, more power, more performance, and just get good cooling. So now Intel's doing the same thing, where they're like, hey, this is going to be about the same gaming performance as our previous lineup, using half the power. What part of that sentence do you think people are going to hear? The only part of that sentence anyone is going to pay attention to. Not about the same performance as the last gen. Stop. Look at the big picture. Because what are they actually giving us? What are they actually giving us, guys? Okay, listen up. What we're getting overclocking back. Do you understand? For years now, Intel has left no room for overclocking because they're basically doing it out of the factory. That's why they run so hot at such high temps. It's basically overclocked. And motherboard manufacturers certainly weren't helping because they're just doing it even more, shoving power into there. So what are we getting now is, oh, it's about the same performance, but it runs cooler, uses less power. So if I put more power, it's gonna succeed. It's gonna supersede, I should say, the previous performance. It's gonna go higher. We have overclocking back. But I'm scared that people are not gonna buy this for two reasons. First off, we've been asking for it. And what happens when you ask for something and then when they offer it, you don't buy it? They're not gonna listen anymore. They're gonna be like, yeah, they asked for it all the time, and when we made it, they shut us out. And they complained. The second thing that's gonna happen is that Intel's gonna keep declining. Intel needs a win. And not only that, we need Intel to get a win here. We don't want AMD to get lazy, to get complacent. That's how the launch, like the 9000 series Ryzen CPUs happens, where they don't wait for the right Aegisa to come out. They don't wait that extra month and say, you know what, we're not ready. Let's delay this. It's the right move because we're gonna have preliminary reviews that suck and people will not watch updated reviews. They're gonna watch the original ones. We need them on their toes. We need competition. And there's only two companies doing this, Intel and AMD. Yeah, ARM, sure, but it's not the desktop enthusiast solution, which is what we're interested in. It's got laptops and they're okay, apparently. Cool, awesome. I don't care personally, but yeah, go you. ARM, Qualcomm, do your thing. You're not competing in desktops. You're not going to make socketable CPUs yet. I don't care. That's what I'm an enthusiast about. We don't have laptops weekly. We have SI weekly for desktop PCs. But if people ignore this, just because it's not a huge leap in performance just in gaming, as if that's all people do, if people ignore this, the people who Intel needs to buy these, they're not going to listen to us in the future, and they're going to keep declining. And it's not going to be good because AMD will see that and be like, we own this. We're good. Yeah, Brendan, that's the other thing. When new stuff comes out, you don't have to buy the new stuff, but old parts will also drop in price. What's up, Zapata? How's it going? People aren't using AMD GPUs due to reputation about drivers. No, I don't take that. I don't like that anymore. No, that's been taken over by Intel. AMD's been doing so much better. It's old news. I know you say it's reputation. I get that. So a misconception about it. But all they got to do is watch newer reviews, and they'll be like, no, this thing worked great. We're good. 6000 series was 6000 series. It was good, but drivers were an issue. Now it's not a thing anymore. No, it's perception. It's 100% perception. And that's honestly, the driver thing is just part of that. It's one of the many layers that NVIDIA has sort of built up against AMD, or AMD's built up against themselves. And people need to ignore that. If they truly value price to performance over anything else, it's AMD. That's just the truth. Facts. Nobody will ever convince me not to buy an NVIDIA GPU, says Bona. Look, I'm pretty sure NVIDIA's going to do their best to convince you not to buy their GPUs. They've been doing it lately. They've been doing it for a while. If you're looking for mid-range or budget options when the 40 series first launched, or like even high-end ones, because like those were so expensive, the price jump from the 3080 to the 4080 was criminal. Like nearly doubling the price for MSRP. And people were just like, well, actually people didn't buy the 4080. That's why they dropped it by $200. But NVIDIA's, like I said, doing their best to convince you not to buy their stuff. I don't really need to. But then they're going to launch the 5080 and 5090, and then it's going to be months until we see anything else, probably. My 7900 XT has been stable since the day I bought it. There you go. Some people don't know about DDU to wipe old drivers before installing new ones. That's true. That's going to be part of my episode on updating your GPU. What's up, Linux Gamer? How's it going? I like that your first comment was Linux all day. We don't know from the fact that your name is literally Linux Gamer, but hey, either way, what's up? I like enthusiasts. I like when people are enthusiastic. That's good. I'll take a hello, though. That's cool, too. like Zapata did. I run AMD 6700 XT. Yeah. That's not going to match most people's expectations. As you know, Linux is a niche enthusiast thing. Very cool. And I had my Linux days now and then. Never really grabbed me to where, I mean, when I was doing IT stuff, I was mostly working with Windows PCs. So that's always going to affect what you use at home. Sometimes, I guess not always. I guess it depends on the individual, whatever. But yeah, it's going to be a unique experience there. But I mean, they still have to support drivers there. AMD really upped their game there, but now they're cutting back on that team. So that might be a self-fulfilling prophecy, basically, or something weak, a situation we're perpetuating by not buying their stuff and telling them, hey, we care about the effort you're making. That was a long rant, and I really kind of lost where I was going with it, but whatever. Point being, if you buy a gaming PC off the shelf in a big box store, it's probably an impulse buy and not necessarily the best deal. Micro Center excluded. Not necessarily. Micro Center is full of impulse buys. Trust me on that. But they do have some pretty good pre-builds too. Not just the configurator, but pre-builds. They have some nice ones. They also have some crap ones. You just got to learn what to look for. Some people don't know about DD. Okay, I already mentioned that. I did mention that as perception, but I should have worded it differently. NVIDIA's marketing has sold people on DLSS and RT. I mean, ray tracing, they're always going to be ahead in ray tracing over at NVIDIA, but you know what that means? It means they don't care about hardware as much for anything except the one top of the line one. Look at how much the 4090 was ahead of everything else in hardware performance, right? And look at how much the 5090 is going to be ahead of the 5080, where they're down there relying on DLSS for 4K. That's what it's going to be. The 5080 is not a huge leap ahead of the 4080 Super, and the 5090 is going to be a huge leap ahead of the 4090. It just is, right? They're saying the 5080 is going to surpass the 4090. I don't know about that because I know the architecture change is going to be there. But if you look at like CUDA cores, if you look at just the specs, okay? I mean, I know they're going to GDDR7, but it's like, it's not a huge leap above the 4080 Super. So I don't see it necessarily surpassing the 4090. I don't know. Not like the 4070 Ti and Ti Super surpassed the 3090. Oh, the 4070 surpassed the 3090. But they're making that gap. They're only caring about the hardware for the top of the line GPU because that's the one that wins on the charts. And they can charge whatever they want for it, and people will buy it. Micro Center is our version of Toys R Us. When I went to Vancouver for LTX, they still had a Toys R Us there, and I walked through there, and I was like, I miss this. We don't have it where I'm at anymore. I don't know if they have it anywhere in the States anymore. I don't think so. I do miss Toys R Us. Toys R Us was cool. It was just fun. But Micro Center is more of a toy store for us, yes. Also a reason not upgrade every generation. Very true. Streaming gameplay from the same PC you are playing on, would you say NVIDIA wins there? I don't really do it, so I can't speak to that. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I thought you meant like streaming remotely in your own home over the network. But no, streaming on Twitch and stuff like that, gameplay from the same PC. It used to be that NVIDIA won there. Not anymore, thanks to the latest version of OBS, where if you have a 6000 or 7000 series Radeon GPU, it is now set up to do a one-click configuration, and it works really well. So NVIDIA doesn't have that advantage anymore. All right, well, let's see. Looks like Hainsman33 has submitted a form. Uh, 3000 Charlotte, North Carolina, Micro Center, gaming, pro gaming / esports. Okay, so Hainsman33, are you here? By the way, where are you at? Yeah, AMD really improved their encoders from 6 to 7000 series. 7000 series encoders are better. They have AV1, both encode and decode. They are very much improved, and now OBS can take advantage of that, which is great. Ramsey Daily, what's up? You turned me on to the Alexander PCs and your 2K pre-built vid. What do you think of the AK620 digital cooler they sell? I don't know that they're going to use that one anymore. They might just not have updated it because that's a deep cool cooler, and they're going to use whatever stock they have and stop using them, and they're allowed to do that. Any SIs who have stock of deep cool components and cases are allowed to use them until they run out. But I don't think that Alexander PCs is still using those. I'd have to ask. But the AK620 was amazing. It was a fantastic cooler. I'm still sad about deep cool. Honestly, if they had just like rebranded and come back as a different company using the same stuff, I would not have complained. Same stuff, same prices. I would have been like, hell yeah, thank you for doing that. And tell your sister company not to mess around anymore. Thank you. But that hasn't happened. It's still Deep Cool NA. So they are NA, not applicable. So I was asking, Hainsman33, you submitted your form recently. You're the latest one. Are you actually here? Oh, there you go. Thermalright has filled the gap for affordable and decent cooling options. They have, and there are quite a few actually, but Deep Cool was getting higher up in quality while still having, well, they weren't that affordable at that point, but yeah, some of their coolers were $100 or more. What's up, Hainsman? How's it going? Hey, Braithorn, big fan, looking to move away from console. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I've been telling everybody. You've got a healthy budget. You're looking for a $3,000 PC from Micro Center. That's awesome. That's cool. But we're on the cusp of 9 days from now, Intel is launching their Core Ultra 200S CPUs and platform of, Z890, all that, in 9 days. Meaning reviews are coming out in 8 or 9 days. And shortly thereafter, we should be getting the 9800X 3D. So right now, this very moment, probably not the best time to buy. And it's not just so that you can get that new stuff. Previous stuff will drop in price. Yep, Showtime. Did cover that. Yep. So Ramsey, one thing I forgot to say about the AK620 from Alexander PCs. The funny thing is this. The concern about using Deep Cool products is like, well, how are they going to support it if they're no longer operating in North America? Well, the thing about Alexander PCs is that you get a lifetime parts and labor warranty. So if there's any company that it's safe to buy Deep Cool stuff from, it's going to be Alexander PCs. Sorry, TJ. It's true. No problem, Showtime. You're good. I always like it when you guys get involved. It's still on their site as of tonight. Well, that's the thing, is they run their own website. They don't have any kind of company running it for them or anything like that. They don't have a person dedicated to just running the website. So it's literally the owner of the company who goes and updates stuff. It's still a fairly small SI, relatively speaking, to some of the really big ones. So they do a lot of stuff themselves. So yeah, it hasn't been updated yet. Or they still have them. I don't know. It could be that they don't have them anymore. They replace it with something else, and they would email you saying, hey, we're putting in a different cooler or something. Or they have it, and you would get it, and you would still have full lifetime warranty on your PC. Brennan, will the new Intel releases likely affect prices of other brands or other components? Not other components, no. Like, it's not going to affect GPUs. You're going to have to wait for the 50 series launch in January for that. But I'm not unreasonable when it comes to the waiting thing. I'm not going to ask anybody to wait 2 months for a launch where we're not even 100% on. Although they are opening up CES in January with a keynote. We know what they're going to be doing. Jensen's going to talk a lot about AI stuff, but then he's also going to be like, oh yeah, we also have 50 series. Here you go. Hey, what are you talking about, Blondie? Nobody's leaving. Everybody's staying forever. Stay with me forever. I got to hit. That's my hypnotism. Right there. That's how that works. Thank you, Crash. Appreciate that. So yeah, Hainsman, my recommendation, you filled out the form, you're on the list. My recommendation is to hold off until the launch of the new stuff. I will see how the reviews go because I don't have my own to review. I'm not going to be in on that ahead of time, but I need to see how all that stuff goes. Even if I was in on the reviews, I couldn't let it affect the things that I say because I'd be under an NDA. But yeah, wait for just 9 days, actually less. I mean, it's nighttime on the 9th day right now or whatever. So about 8 days till the 24th. And we'll be seeing reviews come out from third-party reviewers. And I'll have my own take as well. Nobody allowed to leave. Fill out the list. Do it. Do it. Do it. Let the nerd flow through you. I've had the music a couple notches higher than I normally like for the entire stream. Sorry, everybody. Okay. Sorry about that. No problem, Brennan. No problem, Ramsey. I need to make more emotes. What if we did that, chat? What if we made some emotes on stream? Because I got nothing else right now. I mean, I want to talk hardware. I want to talk PC stuff. Yes, and I will continue to do that. But I'm basically, everyone who fills out the form, I'm like, all right, it's like not even 2 weeks now. It's like 9 days. Hold up. Just hold off. Wait for that. I know, it's annoying. Yeah, I was about to thank you for that $5 super chat. I will keep up the good work. There were 2 thumbs up after the super chat. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that. I didn't even do nothing for you yet. Stinky tofu emote. Man, I don't know. I've seen Superflower 1000 watt platinum units for as low as 148 CAD. Superflower is, yeah. I mean, you like EVGA power supplies? That's Superflower. I mean, they're still good. It's just I don't really recommend EVGA ones because they are probably shutting down eventually. But yeah, Superflower makes great power supplies. And then Barrelfly makes some not great ones, but you can always compare it on the PC Cultist tier list. But yeah, Superflower makes some really good ones. I think LEDX 3 is the one that was gold rated on POC Cultist tier list. I don't know. I can definitely wait, but do you have any suggestions for SI sites? I mean, yeah, you filled out the form already, and I would go based off of that. But if you're looking for something from an SI and not from the Charlotte, North Carolina Micro Center, I mean, would you rather go with Micro Center since I imagine you're close to it, or do you want to go with a system integrator? Apocalyptic, I haven't yet. They might send me one. So it's like, it's $30 and I have a ton of precision bits already. So like, I should just get it. I really want it. I mean, look at me fidgeting right now. But, all right, Blondie, thank you. Love new backdrop. More emotes. I am ready. Awesome. Thank you for coming in, Blondie. I appreciate it. I'm going to give that a like myself. There we go. Thank you for that, Zapata. I appreciate it. And I hope it is Zapata, not Zappa 7A. Am I saying that right? Please let me know. Okay. First off, I think I want to look at like some of my old thumbnails. What we'll do is we'll go to the channel and we'll look through some of the thumbnails from previous videos, and you guys just pick one out where that expression, because I make silly expressions for the thumbnails, and that can be an emote. Yes, maybe we'll do a stinky tofu. All right, maybe. Let's take a look. So, yeah, just this is already an emote. Just so you know, it already is one. Okay. There's already a facepalm one. That could be one, I guess, right there. I don't know if you guys can even see this. We'll zoom in more. It looks like I photoshopped my head to be larger. I didn't. It's just like that. We already have one like this. Where was the thinking one? So I could do the thinking one here. Freaking Apex. This was a great thumbnail, okay? That was a great thumbnail. There's the angry Apex me right there. I mean, I would basically cut out my head from this as an emote, so that's like angry, I guess. There's Santa Bray, I guess, from the streams at that point, but yeah. And it doesn't have to be a head, like a face. What on 8-bit Bray? That sounds like a lot of work. I can't just do that. I'm not an artist. I do graphic design, but yeah. Ramsey Daily, I have plenty of time buying early next year. Okay, so yeah. So don't fill out the form just yet. If you did, then you would have answered like, I'm not more than a month long. But if you're buying early next year, you're going to be able to get 50 series, so that's cool. Even though I complain about the prices, they're still really, really powerful GPUs, depending on what your budget's at anyway. Upgrading from 2019 iMac, running Boot Camp to run Steam. Wow. Wow. And this will be my first PC. Lol, thanks for your info. We'll see you around. Absolutely, sure. Hang out whenever you want. That's the thing about doing something like this one, right? When would you use it? What would it be used for? There needs to be like an idea behind it. I can't believe there's more than 100 episodes of SI Weekly. It's crazy. Okay, I kind of like that face right there. That's kind of a good one. Just the This was another good thumbnail, and this video barely got any views. Well, I mean, 3,000 is fine. It's okay. It's just that was all about 7,000 series, and they are great, but nobody's freaking buying them. Okay, maybe that. Maybe that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like, oh, hold up. What about this? What about this as like a please kind of thing? You know, like the emote, the hands emote. That's not bad. That's a pretty good one. What's up, Banshee boys? How's it going? No, we're not doing that one.
You're breathtaking.
What's up, Igor? With the Tangia, thank you for that. And yes, you are. Wait, are there two of these? Oh, I had to re-upload it, I guess. I don't know. I missed that microphone. It was such a cool looking microphone, but this one trumps all of them. It's just the best. How about that? Which instruments do you play? Mostly piano, keyboard. It's been a long time. But piano, keyboard, I played trombone in high school, but that's forever ago. I don't know how to do it anymore. Oh, how about that for RGB? Whenever there's a lot of RGB in a PC. That's not too bad, actually. I kind of like that. Which one was this? I'd have to... The thing is, I have to find the original Photoshop file and get that cut out and then edit that. Oh, cool. Happy birthday to your son. Very cool. Free shipping emote. Nobody has that? What do you mean free shipping emote? Is this pre-recorded? Yes, it is. Original meme songs. Totally pre-recorded. I just predicted that question perfectly. This is still one of my favorite videos that I've ever done, and it has 1,000 views. Come on. I have a video that has like 500,000 views. Come on. This is a video that... Hold up. I'm just going to show you all this. Okay. Where are the comments at? I'm really zoomed in so you guys can see the... Look at this. Right here. Gamers Nexus. Great interview with Rob. I like talking to Rob, blah, blah, blah. Haven't seen this channel before, but the questions were interesting and fielded well. Right there, baby. And it has it's one of my least viewed videos. What the hell? I lost my place. So which one did I want? I think I want to do this one here. The one for the Centurion. Or whenever there's a lot of RGB. Okay. So I'm going to switch back because I got to look through some file stuff real quick. Give me a second. That was actually a pretty sick montage in that one. Okay, I need to find this. It's going to be on my hard drive. This might take a little while. I need it. Oh, I only have 1 terabyte left on that. I need to clear it up. Dang, I got 4 slots open for just follower emotes. I need to have more of those. I should have more of those so you guys can just follow and get more emotes. It's just the LGN right now. But I have... How many is that? So I have 20... Not 22. I have 18 slots open or so on tier 1 emotes. That's insane. And a lot of slots open for animated emotes. I am messing up here. You guys should have so many options for this. Okay. Oh, 17 open slots of non-animated ones, and then, yeah. So it needs to be less than 1 megabyte. Okay. So I've got the... Here, let's go back. I've got the Photoshop file open here, so I just need to get this and copy that. Actually, no, I need to make a square file, basically. Let's cancel that. And let me open this instead. Why 2023? That's weird. Okay, so this is the full file right here. Yes, enjoy the unfortunate high resolution face there. Let's try to center that. And then we will go to the image and we will canvas size. Let's go to 3K by 3K. Actually, no. 2500 by 2500. Whenever there's a bunch of RGB, then you guys can drop that right there. Better not to cut it off there. I could probably do some more editing on this, but I do have to shrink this down until it's under a megabyte in size, but I can compress it. Let's see what it says for, let's see. Yo, Draxus, thank you for the raid. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Draxus. How the heck are you? There we go. Drop a little shout out there. Everybody go drop a follow. Playing some Warzone. Okay. How did your stream go? Make your fave case as an emote. I like a lot of cases. It's like asking me what my favorite anime is. You're gonna get a lot of answers. Who's Rob? Rob Teller is Rurutu, you asking who Rob Teller is? From that interview, Rob is the lead architect at Height and used to do pretty much a similar job at NZXT, has been a designer, case designer. And if you watch like reviews of Height cases, you'll hear them mention Rob Teller as someone that they know who has been very knowledgeable in the industry. Yo, wait, we got a raid in Yo, what the heck? What is Burger Planet Raid? Oh, good. We're getting... That's great. That's cool. Thanks for bringing that person. That's awesome. This is the most boring non-tent stream I've ever seen. Cool. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Original Meme Songs. What we do is we help people who are looking for PCs to help them find a PC that's right for them. However, we're 9 days away from the launch of new hardware, so I'm basically telling everybody to wait. So while I've been answering questions about PC tech and stuff, I was like, let's add some more. No, yeah, I already fixed that. Trans Switch Gamer, I already fixed that. They are now hidden from the channel, and their chats will never be seen upon our channel again. It was just a raid, so it's not normal person who usually hangs out. But what is Burger Planet? Please tell me. Burger Planet sent us. He thinks you're a loser. That's cool. Awesome. I guess he doesn't think very highly of you guys if he sent you to me then, does he? So, might want to consider that. But yeah, I help people find PCs who are having trouble with that, who are new to PC gaming. Oh, well, that's a lot of people saying. So yeah, basically I'm being botted on YouTube right now. All right, well, I guess I could move to just Twitch. The thing is, I didn't get anything that was saying, hey, you're getting whatever the thing for YouTube raid is called. So yeah, that's interesting. So let me do this. Give me a second. We're going to go to this feed right here. And we're just going to do that. And they really make it difficult to find where stuff like moderation is at. Thank you for simplifying my experience dashboard, but you're not helping actually. Okay, so that will do the trick. Should help there. Well, I guess for future ones. Okay. Keep pointing yourselves out, guys. Let me know who I should be hiding from the channel. I guess I'm probably just going to end the YouTube stream and just keep streaming on... And how is it just saying that there are 42 concurrent viewers when there's so many bots? I guess it doesn't count bots. And apparently adding a word into moderated words doesn't actually go in after the fact and then remove them. That's great. Bray, you're frozen on YouTube. Really? Interesting. Neat. Doesn't look like it. Let me refresh this. When does the gameplay start? It's not a gameplay stream. Read the title. Yeah, why are you saying that I'm frozen on stream? Because I'm not. Tiger Lily. I mean, I might have been at some point, but yeah. Have you ever been to PC Memes? Probably.
I'm just here hiding users from the channel. That's all bot stuff, but whatever. YouTube has nothing good for this. But you just said people have to wait a couple days for your pre-built episode. What are you talking about? Pre-built episode. Burger Planet Discord sent me here. Okay, that's not exactly speaking highly of you right now. Because apparently it sent everybody here and they're all deciding to... I mean, it's... yeah. All right. We're going to go ahead and end the YouTube stream. If you want to keep watching the stream, come on over to Twitch, because YouTube doesn't have anything to moderate this, so this kind of activity. So, all right, guys. Yeah, come on over to the Twitch channel. It is linked in the description. And there's a lot of great moderation tools, so this kind of stuff doesn't work on Twitch. So I guess I'll see y'all there.